The image for me was, you'd see these films, especially these women behind bars films, which some of them can be pretty intense. There was this kind of iconography of the domineering woman, but that's just a persona, that's just an act. But what if that woman is tired of putting on, the idea of the reluctant dominant? I wanted to kind of look at that and take some of the tropes from those films, because they're very sadomasochistic, often involving women as lovers, usually designed for a straight audience, straight men usually. I think just trying to find this, just a different way of looking at it really. And the whole power play thing of, the submissive controlling the dominant, and the whole exchange of power and compromise as well. And it's not just about, I took something very, very niche, but hopefully by seeing it you recognise something quite universal about where people want to live together.
What does that look?
Should Evelyn hold back her desires to give her lover a peaceful time? Or should Cynthia put on this act that she really doesn't like doing to please her lover? And I'm not giving the answer really, I'm just trying to show that world really. With The Carpenter, with Fatma Mohammed, I wrote that as pages of dialogue when she first comes in to measure the bed, for the bondage bed. I remember playing some music to the actors. Often I play music just to get them in the mood. Sometimes I'm not very good at talking about motivation. Music sometimes just gets them in that space. And I just saw Fatma messing around with a tape measure, just moving around to this music. Oh, this is quite interesting. And I looked at the dialogue and I thought, we don't need this. So that was literally that morning, just crossed it out and said, okay, just. Then I think Nick set up this thing with these mirrors, and then we just redid it. I was writing exactly the same dialogue. It's pretty much a complete repetition of a scene you've seen before, but because your understanding of the dynamic changes, the whole scene is quite different. So that was really interesting for me, to take this whole slave or servant scenario at the beginning of the film, and you see it 3 times pretty much, and each time there was a shift in power.